Hi guys, welcome to Arithmetic Clinic. So today we are going to be continuing our classes on quadratic inequalities. So quadratic inequalities. Now we have done an introduction of inequalities and also we have done an introduction to quadratic equation. So quadratic inequalities, quadratic means that it has what? The greatest power of what? 2. Now let's go straight. How do we solve quadratic inequalities? For example, we have this. Let's say a squared plus 5a plus 6 greater than what? 0. Now by the time we have something like this, the way we used to solve it those days, like those days that we don't understand, or some children, the way they solve it is that they will what? Remove this and replace it with what? Equal to. Solve it. After solving it, then they replace the sign back. That is totally wrong. Now, how do we solve it? The first thing to do is we have to first of all understand the word question. What does this mean? Now, this means what? A squared plus 5a plus 6 greater than what? 0. Meaning that what? It is bigger than what? 0. Numbers bigger than 0 implies that this should give us what? A positive what? Number. Now, let's first of all factorize this. Now, this is by factorization method. This is plus 3a plus 2a plus what? 6 greater than 0. Now, this is now going to give us what? A squared. So grouping them, a bracket what? A plus 3 plus 2 bracket a plus 3 greater than what? 0. Now if that is done, we now have this to be what? A plus 2 a plus 3 greater than 0. Now as we said before, we are saying that what? A plus 2 a plus 3 should be what? A positive number, because it is what? Greater than what? 0. Now, when it is a positive number, remember from what we said in our quadratic equation class, when we have something like this, we are saying that this multiplied by this to give us what? A positive number. What are the conditions necessary to get a positive number? For us to get a positive number, it means that it is either plus times plus to give us what? A positive number, or what? Minus times minus to give us a positive number. So it's either plus times plus to give us a positive number, or minus times minus to give us what? A positive number. So it means that it is either this person is a positive number, that is a plus 2, a positive number, or a plus 3 to be also what? A positive number. Now, what is going to be is that it's going to be what? A plus 2, for it to be a positive number, it means that it must be greater than what? 0, and a plus 3 greater than 0, or for it to be a negative number, a plus 2 less than 0, and a plus 3 what? Less than 0. Now making what? A the subject of formula, we are going to get a greater than minus 2 and a greater than what? Minus 3, or a less than minus 2 and a less than what? Minus 3. Now by the time we get to this junction, we have 4 possible what? Outcome. Now the question is, which of them is going to give us what? Our answer. Now, how do we select our answer? To select our answer, we all just have to what? Draw what? A number line. Now, representing this on a number line, we have minus 2, minus 3. A is what? Greater than minus 2 means that what? A is bigger than what? Minus 2. Now, numbers bigger than minus 2, we go this way. While the second one, A is greater than minus 3, means that what? A is bigger than minus 3. Numbers bigger than minus 3, we go this way. Now, coming to this side, or minus 3, minus 2. A is less than minus 2 means that numbers smaller than what? Minus 2. A less than minus 3, numbers smaller than minus 3. Now we now look at this. What do they have in common? This place is in common. This place is in common. So what is the solution here? A is what? Greater. A less than minus 2, or what? A a greater than minus 2 or a less than minus 3. Now from this place you notice something that what? This is actually what? The smaller root. This is actually the bigger root. And this is what? The smaller root. Now let's say that we are having a question like this. Let's say we have a question like this. A question like this. A squared minus 10a minus 24 greater than 0. Now this question is what? A greater than question. Just like the last one, you notice it was also a greater than question and our answers was like this. Now what we have to do is that without, like if this question comes out in an objective, the first question you have to say is that what are the roots of this quadratic equation? You notice that this is what? Solving this quadratic equation the way we have done before, this guy is going to be what? A squared minus 12a plus 2a minus 24 greater than 0. So from this you'll be able to see that this is a minus 12 plus 2, a minus 12 greater than 0. So a plus 2, a minus 12 greater than 0. So you see that a, so from this place you see that a should be what? Minus 2. And here a should be what? 12. Now, how do we get the final answer? You now ask yourself this question: which of them is the bigger root? The bigger root is actually 12, and the smaller root is what? Minus 2. So our answer is going to be what? A greater than the bigger root, which is what? 12, or A less than the smaller root, which is what? Minus 2. So by the time we have a greater than question, greater than 0 question, or even if this was greater than equal to question, our answer is going to be what? A greater than or greater than or equal to the bigger root, or A less than or less than or equal to the smaller root. So that is how we do it. So now let's get a question for what? That of what? The less than. Now let's get this question for a less than question, less than quadratic equation. Now we have a question like this: 2c squared minus t minus 1 less than what? 0. Now we have this question less than 0. Now when we say this is less than 0, it means that it is smaller than 0, meaning that it should be a what? Negative what? Number. Now let's go this way. So let's factorize this guy. Now this is 2t squared times minus 1, so that should give us minus 2t squared. Now what are the factors that will give us that? To get what? Minus t. So to get minus t is minus 2t plus what? T. So let's put it here. So this is 2t squared minus 2t plus t minus 1 less than 0. So factorizing 2t out, so what we know is t minus 1. What is common here should be plus 1, t minus 1 less than 0. And this is going to give us 2t plus 1 bracket t minus 1 less than 0. Now what does this imply? It means that this times this is less than 0, means that it is what? A negative number. So 2t plus 1 t minus 1 should be what? A negative number. Now for this guy to be a negative number, what does it mean? It means that what? For us to get a negative number, it means that what? It's either plus times minus to give us minus, or what? Minus times plus. So it's either plus times minus give us what? Minus, or minus times plus give us minus. So it means that for this case, the first number is what? Positive, meaning that the first number is what? Greater than 0, and the second number is what? Less than 0. That is why it is going to be what? A negative sign. Or the first number what? giving us a negative value and what the second number of positive value. So this is going to give us 2t minus 1 and t less than 1, or 2t less than minus 1 and t greater than 1. So divide this place by 2, by 2, by 2, by 2. So our t is greater than minus half and t is less than 1, or t is less than minus half and what t is what greater than 1. So for this case, we have 4 possible answers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how do we select the final answer? So if we represent this on the number line, we see that this is, let's say this is minus half and this is 1. So for this place, we see that what t is greater than what minus half. So greater than, we go this way. When we say t is what less than, means that t is what smaller than 1, go this way. Now where do they have their meeting point? They meet at this place. For this place, minus half and 1. T is what less than minus half, means that t is smaller than minus half. T is greater than 1. T is greater than 1, go this way. So for this place, they don't have any meeting point. So this is what no solution. Now coming to this place, you see that what our t, because this is the place that where we have solution, our t is between what minus half and 1. So what is going to be our final answer? Our final answer is going to be minus half 1. So it's going to be minus half less than t less than 1. So if you look at this, you see that the smaller number, smaller root, less than the value of the variable we are looking for, less than what bigger root. I won't forget it. So now let's give a kind of another question, just applying the same principle. We have solved this question before. A squared plus 5a plus 6. But let us just change the words, the inequality sign. So let's say it's now less than what equal to. Now remember from the solving this, the final answer, if it was a quadratic equation, the final answer is going to be minus 2 and a is equal to minus 3. So if you want to write this answer for less than or equal to sign, the formula is going to be the smaller root less than x less than this. So our final answer, we ask ourselves which of them is the smaller root. The smaller root is actually this guy, and the bigger root is this guy. So our answer is going to be what? Minus 3 less than or equal to a less than or equal to minus 2. Because the symbol we are given there is what? The less than or equal to sign. So that is how you can solve quadratic inequalities. Thank you very much for this wonderful video. Please ensure you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you have any question, I'm very free. You can just type it in the comment section and I will attend to you as soon as I answer. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. Thank you. Ta-da.